suggests one reason why interpretations 1 and 2 give different views about Mao's intentions for the 100 Flowers campaign. You may use sources B and C to help explain your answer. 4 marks. Here's the mark scheme for this question, which you can find out about in more detail in our overview video. But we do know that all 4 marks here are awarded for AO4, which is your analysis of interpretations and their differences. So in the previous question, we decided what that difference was, but now we need to try and account for it or explain why there is a difference in the first place. Now, in order to score in the top band, you need to show that your explanation is analytical and developed. So that means that you've stated your reason for why you think there might be a difference, and you've explained it in detail. You've linked it back to the question. You might even bring in a little bit of detail from your own knowledge. You don't have to, but if it supports what you're saying, that's quite a good way of explaining your answer. You've stayed relevant and focused on the question, and you've structured it in a way that's easy for the examiner to follow. It's really clear what you're trying to say. As long as your reasoning here is relevant to the question and correct, the examiner will accept it. But let's take a look at one example. You might have argued that they differ because they relied upon different sources. Now, this is a great opportunity to bring in sources B and C as the question invited you to do so. You might say that interpretation 1 focused on source C because that demonstrated the willingness of people to participate in the campaign and their unawareness of it perhaps being a trap. Whereas interpretation 2 could have focused on source C because that depicted the campaign as more genuine and striving to improve China.